10 amazing houses built by animals. Humanity's history is littered with outstanding architects and architecture, from the ancient Egyptians and Chinese to Michelangelo and Thomas Jefferson. But humans were not the first to construct structures to be used as homes. Animals had been constructing elaborate structures while humans were still living in caves. The majority of animals make their homes in caves, trees underground, or hollows. Some individuals chose parasitic relationships. However, we are aware of certain creatures such as birds, ants, and bees that create private spaces for themselves, such as nests, hives, or colonies, in which to relax, mate, and raise children. There are some animals who construct intricate living environments for themselves and are, in fact, some of the best architects. So, here are 10 of the best animal architects and their creations. Termites. Termites are without a doubt the reigning monarchs of the insect world's numerous architects. These tiny insects' earthen mounds are as detailed, if not more so, than human-made castles. The mysterious structures have piqued the interest of biologists, architects, and even robotic scientists who have studied and emulated them. The termites that reside in our homes and slackers, yet these self-sufficient cathedral termites live in Australia's Northwest Territory. They produce self-sustaining mounds of up to 30 feet tall out of mud, chewed wood, and their own saliva and feces, which are centrally air-conditioned and enhanced by north-to-south construction and tunnels that run throughout the mound for temperature and air management. Water also gathers as condensation. The underground colony expands over acres beneath the enormous megacity of skyscrapers, complete with fungal gardens where plants goods are produced. There are also little model rooms for mating. Paper wasps. Paper wasp nets look like honeycombs to anyone who has seen wasp net images. Wasps build their nests by chewing worn wood from old fences or porches into a paste-like pulp mixed with their saliva. The pulp is then formed into hexagon-shaped paper cells by the insects. Initially, the workers produce simply the number of cells required to contain their eggs. However, the paper wasp nest would eventually comprise 200 cells. These nests seem umbrella-shaped from the outside and frequently hang in protective spots like as tree branches, caves, porches, and railings. Wasp nests resemble the paper nests constructed by other insects such as hornets and yellow jackets. However, these insects encase their entire nest in a paper pulp envelope. A wasp colony's nest will only last a year. The wasps mate after a summer spent caring for the young wasp and building the nest. The paper wasps quit their nest after the first heavy frost in late fall. Only female wasps who successfully fertilize their eggs will survive the winter. A petiole, or restricted stalk, anchors the nest. The wasps disseminate a substance that they secrete around the base of the anchor to discourage ants and avoid egg loss. Nests are typically built in sheltered regions. The red-rumped swallow. The red-rumped swallows put in a lot of work to build their nests because they may have to transport over 1,000 pellets of moist mud in a few weeks. Nest quality is important in mud nesting species, although it has been examined primarily in terms of site and habitat selection, territory quality, and the qualities of nest lining feather material. However, nothing is known about the soil ingredients required to build nests. Red-rumped swallows lay 3 to 6 eggs in quarter-sphered nests with tunnel entrances lined with mud obtained in their beaks. They usually nest behind cliff overhangs in their mountain habitats, however they may easily adapt to structures such as mosques and bridges. Fuga fish. These structures can be found at depths ranging from 10 to 30 meters off the shore of Mishima Island. These geometrically structured circular structures with a diameter of 2 meters are produced in 7 to 9 days. The nest's outer ring is made up of mountains and woods, while the core is an irregular maze-like structure. In comparison to the outer portion, the middle is made up of very fine sand particles. They are now regarded to be the most organized structures ever produced by a fish. The fish starts by drawing a simple certain shape in the sand with its belly. Once this is completed, the fish creates valleys and peaks by waving its fins and swimming in a straight path from the outside to the inside of the nest. The center is formed by waving its anal fin inside to outside or outside to inside to form the uneven design. These movements transport very small sand particles to the center. Once completed, the structure is maintained until spawning by repeating the inward-outward movements. Because maintenance action is halted after spawning, the structure eventually deteriorates. Black woodpecker. The black woodpecker is one of the most surprising forest animals. Its nest-building abilities are unparalleled. Once abandoned, they are swiftly reoccupied by different animal species, and it may vibrate against the trunk up to 35 pecks every 2 seconds without incurring brain damage. Nests of woodpeckers are found in hollow trees. Rather, the woodpecker hollows out the tree by digging into it, a process known as excavation. A mated pair of woodpeckers takes about 3 weeks to build a nest. The eggs are laid and incubated for 7 to 10 days. Baby woodpeckers stay in the nest for about 3 weeks after hatching, and both parents share parental care. The woodpecker only spends 1 season in its home. It migrates to a new area every spring and constructs a new dwelling with the same amount of effort, a true hard worker. Other creatures such as squirrels and birds make use of the abandoned nest. Beaver. Beavers are well known for their dam building skills. The beavers use the underwater entrance to the dam to evade predators and make fishing simpler. The largest known dam is about 1 kilometer, 3,000 feet long, and is located in Wood Buffalo National Park in Canada. However, lodges which resemble domes, made up of branches and mud, are made by them. They are frequently strategically placed in the midst of ponds and are only accessible through underwater entrances. Extensive families of monogamous parents, young kits, and yearlings born the previous spring live in these houses. Beavers build their houses by piling logs, sticks, and plants around a water door that allows them to enter the river or pond. Beavers utilize mud as insulation after constructing the walls. They build a massively defended fortress out of wood and mud each year. Walls can be 2 to 3 feet thick, offering a safe haven for people who live inside. Bears are the only natural predators strong enough to penetrate a beaver's home when he is snugly tucked within. Trapdoor spider. Spiders are well known for weaving webs, and some go above and beyond, such as the leaf, curling spider, or the isolated occurrences in humid areas of Texas or Canada, where spider groups weave webs over many hectares of land. However, trapdoor spiders are distinct. They dwell underground in tunnels dug by themselves. They build doors for their homes out of dirt, plants, and silk. These doors open and close with spider silk hinges. As a result, when sealed, the door is fully hidden, making it the ideal trapdoor. They use their webbing to create a complicated system of tripwires in order to attack and imprison unsuspecting victims. The spiders make little holes in the bottom of the trapdoor and use these holes to grip the door. They use their legs to push the door open, but they may also use them to keep the door shut if a predator tries to enter the burrow. Ruffed Swallow. The Ruffed Swallow, also known as the red oven bird, builds clay bowls out of mud or dung that are built on top of high tree limbs, poles, posts, and other structures that are baked by the sun, forming a hardened shelter where the bird lay eggs. The nests are oriented away from the prevailing winds. As a result, these are ideal for egg incubation and provide shelter for the nestlings and their parents under all weather conditions. Many swallow species also create mud nests. Swallow saliva can also be used to make nests. The evolution of nest architecture is assumed to be linked to a swallow species' clutch's size. Bowerbird. The bowerbird dwells in Indonesia's Wajil Kope Peninsula. Male bowerbirds construct bowers on the ground out of grass and sticks, which resemble little pygmy hounds. These bowers serve as a means of attracting female partners. Not only do they build the bowers, but they also decorate the interiors by beautifully arranging berries, flowers, beetles, and other eye-catching ornamental objects, as each bird strives to outdo his neighbor. Female birds visit the nests and mate with the host if they like what they see. Female birds do this to test the male's aptitude and sense of responsibility, although the females have no role in nesting or nurturing the young. Priory Dogs. Priory dogs build tunnels in the ground to make their homes. Priory dogs' homes are made to survive harsh temperatures, floods, and fires because they dwell predominantly in North America's Great Plains, which experiences extreme weather fluctuations from season to season. Chambers at various depths in the soil perform various functions. For example, the nursery is deep in the earth, where the temperature is more consistent and young prairie dogs are more protected from predators. There are other chambers near the surface where adult prairie dogs can hide from passing predators, as well as rooms for storing food or listening for predators. Prairie dog burrows are organized into towns that encompass many acres, with 5 to 35 dogs per acre. Prairie dog settlements were large before humanity went into prairie dog country. One village discovered in Texas in 1900 encompassed 25,000 square miles and housed an estimated 400 million prairie dogs. There are many such masterminds at work constantly in nature, and even though we humans may have perfected the science of architecture, it is safe to say that animals learn to live in secure and comfortable neighborhoods and cultivate their own resources and colonies. making significant contributions to the environment and ecology at a time when humans were still figuring everything out for themselves. What do you think of these incredible residences then? Aren't they natural miracles?